Welcome back to another episode of Pretty Not Smart with your host, the other mother, aka Yoatzi.
And Coraline Jones. And
the vermin.
The cat.
The vermin.
the unknown
The
cat.
wuss-puss.
That's what Coraline calls him, the wuss-puss. We are here with our special guest, Andrea.
She's back for spooky season,
Yay.
y'all.
Wait, Andrea, we didn't have you last year for spooky season,
No,
huh?
I'm so excited because I love scary stuff.
Yay,
Yeah.
sissy.
No, and I had this realization of like, oh my God, we didn't have Andrea for spooky season last year because Andrea was telling us about some scary stories from her and our childhood. And I was like,
Yes.
oh my God, I forgot about these stories. So Andrea has some really spooky stories to share with us and with y'all. I kind of know some of them, but I don't remember how they go. So I'm really excited to just hear what Andrea has to share.
I'm hella excited. She wanted to tell us yesterday, and I was like, shut up.
I know. We're like, wait.
And if you guys are listening and not watching, we are dressed up as the cast from Coraline.
Yay.
So go watch if you want to see. But I actually went all out for my costume. Brother, mother.
Me too.
I wanted to be Mr. Bobinski.
But we couldn't find the
Yeah.
barriga.
We couldn't find, and I wanted to
So
be
I'm the cat.
¿Cómo se llama el otro?
YB.
YB.
Ooh, we should
Like,
have been
why were you born?
the sisters.
Oh, the ones from the pink mansion.
And I could have been the rat or the little
Bitch.
dancing.
The rat,
The
Mr.
tin, tin,
Bobinski.
tin, tin, tin.
Guys, that movie's so iconic.
It is one of my top favorite movies. I love that movie so much.
I just watched it with the kids recently, and I feel like I was more scared this time than when we would watch it as kids. I was all scared. I was like, fuck this shit. The other mother's fucking scary, y'all.
Fun fact, actually, really sad fact. I want to see if you guys remember.
What?
But Coraline Jones, was watching Coraline when our house got broken into and I was there. Remember?
What do you mean?
When my mom closed all the windows and grabbed the bat, I was laying down watching Coraline when that happened.
That's fucking scary.
She was braiding my hair. We were both downstairs watching it. She was
I don't know
doing my
where
hair.
Yoatzi
I was downstairs, but I don't know what the fuck I was doing.
You probably weren't watching. I just remember being like right, because I used to, so we had the TV like on a mueble, but I would lay down right under it.
I
and just look
remember
up.
that.
And I remember specifically watching Coraline when our house got broken into. My mom was like, go, go, go.
That's fucking scary.
Yeah, it was really scary, but I love Coraline.
Me too. It's
I don't-
my
Me
favorite.
three.
I don't associate it with that whole thing that happened to us, but I love that movie. And I was so happy when we saw the costume.
I know. We're like, we have to do it.
Yes.
So if you guys have never watched Coraline, you probably live under a rock. You should go watch it.
Go watch it.
It's sickening.
But before we continue, we are going to do Ms. Dumbass Word of the Day. But
Without me.
yeah, he's no longer here. I just kidding.
No,
he's
right
here.
here, right here.
But we gave the mic to Andrea. Long story short, Andrea's going to do it.
The real
Long
MC.
story short, I'm replacing Mayana.
For real.
Hi, me.
Oh.
And
I
that's
think
scholarly.
so.
She can pronounce everything.
It has a definition on everything.
Okay.
Oh, you might be right. Oh, and we are drinking some Josh wine.
Woo!
Once again, we're filming hella late at night, so
It's currently 9:31 p.m., y'all.
So I was just like, ay, yo quiero estar bien relaxed. So we brought
Ay.
some Josh wine.
Yo quisiera poder tomar.
But estoy pregnant.
No, estoy pregnant.
She's 5 months.
Bitch.
Babe, you're hiding it.
Where, girl? A ver,
She's
Andrea,
all
pues.
snatched in her other mother. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this right, but I'm going to try my best. I've never used this word. Zealous? Okay.
Alex, haven't we used this word before?
Well, then you should get it right.
Zealous.
Mess said he practiced it and used it with Yoatzi too.
Cheating.
Zealous a word? Sounds familiar.
Zealous. Does it have anything to do with money?
No.
What about jealousy? Or like envious? Alright.
Yeah.
Like you're being so fucking zealous right now. Or I can't use it like that.
No, zealous. It's giving me like, fuck, I don't know.
Use it in a
Something
sentence.
like Mamona vibes.
You want
Use
me
it
to
in a
use it in a sentence?
Yeah.
He was a zealous supporter of constitutional and parliamentary reform.
Bitch, what?
I knew that was not
English.
going to help you guys. Okay, let me try another one. Let's see. He had been a fiery boy, bursting with zealous defense of his friends.
Like jealous or angry.
I
or
quit. I literally
envious.
cannot think of any definition today.
Yeah. What is
Think
it? What is it?
like no, I don't know how much.
What's the definition?
Yeah, just give me a
Alright, fine.
definition, my boy.
Showing great energy or enthusiasm in pursuit of a cause or objective.
Oh, so it's a good thing.
Oh, so being just like very happy about it and like very enthusiastic.
Very passionate is what I'm
More
getting.
passion.
Like me and Louie are zealous and pretty not smart.
Honestly, like I'm not sure. I've never used this word before, but sure, period.
Yo, you
mean, I
guys,
guess.
I look
What?
ugly as corn. It's because both of these colors, especially neon, do not look good on me. And I feel like,
Honestly, you're eating.
ew, no. got a
Like,
little
can you
blue
give
going
me?
on.
Can you give me this costume after?
You can have it.
Thank
I
you,
want to
mama.
say like if the wig was straight, sickening.
It is
No,
straight.
I feel like all the
No.
colors.
Or you
look
don't like
weird
the
on
bob?
me. I would have looked so good as the other mother.
You're like, can we switch?
No, it's not the bob. It's just the colors on my skin.
Bob.
But anyways, look, you guys, we have my little. What is it?
Mini.
A voodoo doll, no?
It's a mini Coraline.
But it's Coraline's like voodoo doll, technically, right?
right with her button eyes.
Yeah, look, you guys.
So they can match other. Oh well, actually, if you guys haven't seen the movie recently, Other Mother basically makes those dolls so that the kids could have it, Coraline, and it spies. That's how she watches Coraline through her doll. So yeah, I'm a spy on Louie today.
I'm not sewing buns in mine. All right, I made her sound all scary.
I know. She's all viejita.
I need to watch it as an adult.
too.
Because like
I'm telling
we just had a
y'all.
little movie night at Yoatzi's and we watched Monster House.
And it was sickening.
And it was cool seeing it as an adult
Yeah,
because
it
there was a
was.
bunch of jokes that I was like, wait.
That didn't land
yeah,
when we were younger, huh?
So I want to rewatch it.
Watch Coraline Jones.
Talking about watching, though, can we please just very briefly talk about our live show that just happened?
Yes, please, you guys. We had our live show in LA.
So if you didn't watch the vlog that I posted last week, go watch it because a lot of y'all wanted us to film it and stuff. And we still wanted it to be a cute surprise if we go on tour. Wink, wink. But we wanted to capture some of it to still give you guys a little idea of what it was. So if you haven't watched the vlog, it is up on our Pretty Not Smart podcast YouTube channel.
Wait, I love that it's 51 minutes.
Man, you don't even know.
I haven't. It's 'cause I was other mothering all day. I was glamming for Other Mother.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's the live show was recorded, parts of it, and there's also like BTS and then our friend. It was really good. Like Fern tried capturing as much as possible, and he even takes it to like the audience. So it's really cool. So
Thank you, Fern.
yeah, go watch it if you guys can. But the show was so great, so successful, and I don't mean monetarily. All right, I mean like with the vibes and the audience and the feedback. It's everything that Yoatzi and I we hoped for.
It was literally so surreal. Like I still remember the little goosebumps of when we first walked out and everyone was cheering us on. I was like, wait, is this real right now?
And it's like being able to do this, but with you guys there, like actually, it's just like, because right here, we don't see your guys' live reaction until we go into the comments.
Right.
But like being there and like hearing y'all laugh and
Like
y'all
in
like
person.
yell certain thing. All right, boring.
Throw tomatoes at us.
Yeah. But it was so cool. Like right now that we're back in the studio, I'm like, where's the audience?
I know.
All right.
I feel the same. And Nea actually had her own little segment, you
I
guys.
did.
It was so cute. How did you feel being on stage, Nea?
I was really anxious. Like, it was so scary. There's like really bright lights when you get on. When we were like doing a little practice, I was like, oh, great. I'm not going to be able to see anyone, so I'm not going to be scared. Me, I could see everybody.
I think it was scarier.
So anxious.
No, it was scarier because Andrea still wanted to watch the show. So she was sitting front row in the audience, but had to go from front row to on stage. So I feel like that whole motion probably made it scarier.
Yeah, I, feel
I
like
was
that's more
shaking
exciting.
before.
Was because you're watching it and then you're like, okay,
She's, like,
now I have to
expecting
go
it,
up
huh?
there.
No, yeah, I was so scared. But it was also, I'm really happy though that I did sit with the audience instead of like waiting in the back.
Yeah.
Because I could hear everyone's like live reactions. I was cracking up the whole time because people's
Yay.
commentary was so funny.
Yeah.
And
What were they
like,
saying? Pendejos.
They were just like, they just kept making like inside jokes
Yeah,
that
right?
you'd only know if like you watch the pod or if you watch you guys.
Mhm.
And like they just knew, like I was just amazed that they like knew so much because they were saying things and I was like, how do you know that?
I
But it's like because they're they were like,
Listeners.
Yeah.
I think next show I'm gonna sit in the crowd.
Ah.
Just talking to
And they
them.
were just hella funny. Like I was cracking up the whole time.
Yay.
The jokes they were
Yeah.
making.
And we had so many friends and family there. So huge shout out to friends and family and our team for making this happen.
Yes, we love y'all.
Let me see if I remember. We had Myra and Karina from Chins and Giggles. We had Laura. We had Arisbeth. We had Grease, which will be on here soon. We had
Yay.
Julie, Andrea, Fern, Alex, Marlene.
Marlene,
Who am I missing?
Mom,
Arisbeth,
You
Dad.
said Addis.
Travis. It was just, there was so much love in the room. And thank you to anybody who attended and also all of y'all who watched this podcast and support it because it was so cool. And if you want to get a little glimpse, go to our channel and you'll see the vlog there.
Yes.
And let us know what you think.
Let us know, and don't forget to comment down below what city you would like us to go next.
Yeah, we've been keeping tabs.
We
so
are. We're
have
writing every time somebody comments that city. We put a little like tab on it. We're like, okay, they brought it up again.
Yeah, if not, we're not going. Yeah,
If
just
not,
kidding.
we're not going to a city New York.
But now to finally get into spooky season, Andrea, you need to start with one of your personal stories.
Okay. I have my iPad here, guys.
Don't
make fun of me.
She's gonna bring her little note.
I
Hey,
wanted
she
to remember
fully
everything.
came.
She's
Eh?
cute. She came prepared.
Okay.
It was crazy though because Andrea, we were like discussing the talking points for this episode, and she was like, "Okay, I think I'm gonna talk about this story," and I was like, it fully unlocked a whole moment in my brain that I forgot about. That I was like, why? Because okay, every time I think we're done with our spooky stories, something happens, but I didn't remember these with Andrea. So when she brought them up, I was like, oh my god, I forgot about these.
Isn't that weird how like we're siblings, all three of us, but like there's certain times where like I'll say a story and it like unlocks a memory in Louie's brain. Or like, for example, Andrea's about to do that and she's gonna unlock so many memories from our brain.
It's like a whole nother like dimension of my brain that I don't remember.
Right. Like some of us remember some things y los otros pendejitos don't. So I'm excited, Sissy.
Hey,
Tell
which
us,
one
tell
do
us
you wanna
the
start
Wait,
with?
first, like a check-in question.
Can
On a
I
scale,
cuss?
right. On a scale of 1 through 10, how much do you think that you believe in like the paranormal?
10.
Really?
Mm.
Babe,
That's
my
so
foot all
interesting.
broken.
No, definitely the other mother.
I want it to be cozy. Does this look bad?
That looks hella nasty.
It's all broken.
Leave it. It'll be
Scare
someone
people.
screenshot.
I'll go back.
It doesn't look
It's the other
real.
Yoatzi for sure.
It's hella cozy.
Oh.
Wait, you know what? Right now that you asked us that whole 1 through 10, so on the live show, I shared another spooky story that, sorry, it was an exclusive to just Pretty Not Smart
Yes.
live show. But I asked the audience, I was like, raise your hand if you believe in like the supernatural. And I low-key thought it was gonna be half and half. I wanna say it was like 85, 90 said yes. And there was
Uh-huh.
only a few that were like, más o
Oh,
menos.
really?
Mm-hmm.
It's because
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't.
What?
You don't believe in the paranormal?
No.
I So then how do
love-
you explain what happened to you?
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I love like horror. I love watching all that stuff, but I just don't believe in
Te van a
it.
Do
jalar
you-
las pinches
wait,
patas.
no, do you fall more in like the category of like there's an explanation for it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because
Mm.
we've talked about that before where there's people who fully believe it, like Yoatzi and I leave it up to like this whole other dimension of paranormal. But then there's people who are like, well, yeah, it happened, but it could be because of this or that.
Like, I want to. I really want to.
Mhm.
Like, this is silly, but on my free time, I love watching like little ghost hunting stuff, like little ghost hunting shows.
I
But like,
get
just because they're
scared.
fun, like, and they're funny, like the commentary of the people, like, I think they're entertaining,
Yeah.
but I don't think it's real.
Then
No,
how do you
that ma-
explain the picture of our grandma?
Ooh.
I just think someone was probably walking by that they forgot they were there.
What? But that
That's
looks
scary.
just like our grandma.
Actually, okay, but then there's things that get me like, I feel like I'm at a maybe like a 1 or a 2 because the bottle
yes,
that
the bottle
freaks me out.
Like that.
Well,
freaks
you
it-
need to give context for the people that don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Hey,
we've
we've
talked about
talked
the
about it
bottle.
before.
Not everyone listened to that episode.
So the bottle.
I'm
right.
like,
So just to give you guys a really quick little description of what happened with the bottle,
We talked about this on a previous episode, so sorry if you have to hear it again.
go to last year because I think it was when my parents were here.
I think so.
But basically, to sum it up really quickly, if I miss anything, y'all fill it in the gap. So basically, may our beautiful grandma rest in peace. But our grandma from my dad's side had passed. And in Mexico, it's a tradition, or I think in all Latin culture, I'm not sure. But when somebody passes, they have a, ¿cómo se dice? Velario?
Velorio.
Velorio. I don't know.
And they pray for 7
So
days.
7 days.
Straight.
You have to like attend all 7 days, and it's just tradition. And basically, not to spill too much of the cheese out there, but there's some like some not so great relationships in our family, which is why our family, like, and I in our immediate family is very so small. We're really close because we don't have a huge relationship with like uncles and aunts for different
Mhm.
reasons. And so basically, out of respect, my parents were like, let's just push all that BS to the back. This is for my mom, which is my dad's mother. He was like, we're gonna attend. So my parents really tried to push that to the back, and family just couldn't keep drama away from something so important that they basically caused the whole scene again at our grandma's. You said velorio.
Velorio.
Caused the whole thing, and my dad was like, you know what? I don't know if we can continue to attend because he just found it very disrespectful and he didn't want to bring that energy to to his mother's funeral. So he decided to like show his respects and stuff at home in
Right.
his own way.
Mm-hmm.
So basically that day that they were doing that, my dad, before they left to one of our family friends' house, my dad had bought like a pack of like chelas,
Mm-hmm.
glass chelas, like full glass. And he put them all in a fridge. He's like, oh, let me just put them in here so,
So they
later
could
when we
cool
come back,
down.
they'll be nice and cool. He grabbed them on, and when it's glass, it's like me right now. If I grab this bottle of Josh wine, I know it's like solid glass.
Right.
Put it all in the fridge. Later that night when they came back, my dad, after that was the first day he skipped on the
Velorio.
velorio. He skipped on it. So after it had passed and it was obvious that my dad didn't go, that night I think he was just a little bit in his feels and he just grabbed a beer to drink it. And it just so happens that right where he grabs it, the same way that he grabbed it, there's a print of a hand embedded into the glass. Like a
it was
dent.
molded. It
Molded.
was
Yes, you
molded
guys.
to a hand.
Like
And it's
glass.
and it is insane because you can feel all 4 fingers wrapped around the bottle and the thumb.
So all 5. You
All
can feel
5.
like your hand, like the way, and it's so crazy that my dad grabbed in the way that he grabbed it. It was exactly how it was shaped. And my dad believes that it was our grandma showing frustration that he didn't attend.
Yeah.
And my dad's like, what a coincidence. That's the one that I grab. And he's like, when I put him away, I didn't feel that.
Yeah, he 100% was like, I would have remembered something like this. Like if a
'Cause it feels
glass bottle
weird.
being dented like that.
Yeah, like while you're putting it in the fridge, you would have felt it.
Right. And it's even weirder to me the fact that it's glass. If you try to like squish
It'll
glass,
Bro,
it
you
has to be
can't.
under like crazy temperature controlled,
Heat.
really hot temperature to be able to even bend glass a little bit.
That's what drives me like, oh my God, that's crazy. Because if
It
you
needs to
try
be
to
like
like
glass blowing or something.
Right.
if you want to squeeze a glass bottle, maybe you are hella strong, it'll just break in your hand.
It's
like glass
you're gonna
everywhere.
break it, yeah.
In order to mold and move glass like that, it has to be in under intense heat for it to mold and then leave it.
Or it could be a paranormal experience.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like something paranormal, like with heat or hot.
Mhm.
I
don't know,
wonder-
bent it.
Because my dad still has it.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
he still
still
has it to
have
this day.
it.
I don't know how he would feel about you guys like
Showing it.
showing it.
Yeah,
but
I don't think
I don't think so.
I-
There's
But
There's a few stories that, out of respect for our family, I don't think we could ever share.
Yeah.
Some of
right.
them-
this one we actually last year we asked our parents like, are
Uh-huh.
you guys? We had to ask
I
for
had to
permission
ask.
out of respect, and my dad and my mom were like, yeah, go ahead. I think my parents were there. No,
No,
when
it's
we shared it.
it's on the episode. I'm pretty sure it's on the episode with my dad because I had asked my
Mm.
mom, and my mom was like, "No, I don't think you should share that."
Oh, you're right.
And then my dad started talking about it on the podcast that
Last
and I was
year.
like, low key, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just let him because he
Uh-huh.
was talking about it as we were here. So then I was like, if my dad's okay with talking about it, and it was also in Spanish. So hopefully, if you guys didn't hear that or you couldn't understand it, hopefully we filled you in. Or if you already heard it, welcome to Pat 2.
right.
But it's things like that sometimes where I feel like makes it a little questionable.
that's why I'm like a 2. Because
Yeah.
that I'm like I
Out
don't
of
get it.
10 though,
Yeah, because I've never. Well,
that would have made me like at least a 5.
It's 'cause I could see it from your side though, because
it
there's a
could
good
be,
like in
I don't know. It
between.
just got fucked up when they were like blowing the glass, or I don't know.
But
when
it
they were
wasn't like that
manufacturing it.
before. I
But
was
you
trying to
never know
convince
if
her.
you didn't check it, like for sure.
Yeah.
Or,
I
like,
always
no, I want to though, because I'm so scared of dying that I want there to be
Andrea.
something after. Like
There has to be. There's no freaking way that we just like disappear into nothingness. Like
no,
that
yeah, I
doesn't
don't
make
think
any
like
sense.
we're energy, and
Yeah.
energy can't be destroyed. So like we definitely go somewhere, whether it means we go back into the earth or like I don't know, but like
I'm with you on that though. I feel like it's very much like agree to disagree because I respect people who don't believe in it as long as they don't try to bash me. All right.
Right.
No,
So I'm very
like
much like if you don't, then you don't.
no, like I want to so bad. Like
Yeah.
I want to see something,
But
and
you
I
need
want something to
something.
happen. To
Like you
me.
need more
to see.
tangible proof.
Yeah, because in my very skeptical brain, I'm always like, ah! Like
Mm.
I'm always trying to find like a reason for something.
And I'm not the type to like if if we have like different opinions, I won't bash you, but I really want to try and not convince
Yeah.
you, but
She's
I'm
gonna
gonna
start
be like,
scaring me. Eh?
no, I'll be
Yeah.
like, but what about this? What about that? What about
Yeah.
this? And I want to hear your thoughts.
Well, that's why I think that's a good one to bring up because I have no idea. I have no idea how that happened.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah, but
but my brain doesn't automatically go to like
Ghost.
ghosts. I'm like, oh, it probably got fucked up when they were making the bottle.
So what
But
do you think about like exorcisms?
I don't think they're real either.
I could see that.
You think like
Like-
people just make them up or they go crazy a little bit?
Mm-hmm. Well, not that they're like crazy, but that just I don't know. I just don't think
Another
they're real.
explanation to it. I'm excited though to hear Andrea's stories, especially coming from her where she's like, I'm in the middle. Maybe not even exactly in the middle, but like she'll tell the story for how she experienced it, but it's not coming from a fool of her being like, "Ooh,
Right,
there's a
right,
demon
right.
behind my
But like
ass.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I love it. Like I
Yeah.
love hearing scary stories. I love watching paranormal stuff.
¿Y te asustas?
I'm not gonna say I don't get scared because I get scared watching scary movies.
Wasn't she scared when we were little? She didn't like scary movies?
I was
But
horrified.
I think there's a difference because there's a difference between her actually like being scared over something spooky, but then being like, oh, well, that's real. And I feel like this is not exactly the same, but me saying like the idea of a unicorn is really cool and I'll fully dive into it. But I'm not going to sit here and be like, unicorns are real. Like they used to like shit out rainbows. I was just like, like it's cool to talk about and it's cool that it's there, but I wouldn't fully be like, and
It's
I would
like-
like to think that unicorns, all right, people hella believe in it. But it's like the way that I'm trying to like understand her is very that. Like
well,
it's like
with
You might be
UFOs.
right.
I don't think that they're like little green creatures running around. I think there's something definitely out there because the universe is gigantic. Like
Yeah.
there's no way that there isn't something there, but I just don't think that it's little green
Like that.
UFOs affecting
Yeah,
people.
same.
Right? So like
That's a bunch of Louis.
I'm very
Yeah.
much like I want these things to be real, and I think to some degree, but I'm not like fully,
Period. I know y'all saw the lineup for Coachella next year. I know it's literally like till next year, but I am so excited for all of the artists that are gonna be there, which is why I want to give the sponsor of today's episode, SeatGeek, a huge shout out. Por si no lo sabían, SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app. There are more than 70,000 events listed on there from festivals, concerts, sports, de todo. Right now, you can get tickets to artists like Dua Lipa, Caliuchis, The Weeknd. The amount of tickets that I've gotten from SeatGeek to go see some of my favorite artists, and I've secured some really good seats. Just to name a few, I've seen Ariana Grande, Caliuchis, Bad Bunny. Oh my God, no, literally, the list goes on. One of my favorite things about SeatGeek is that they have their tickets rated on a scale of 1 through 10. Look for the green dot because green means good and red means bad. Plus, every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee. Before the summer ends, get out of the house and do something fun and use my code PRETTY10 for 10% off your next set of tickets at SeatGeek. That's 10% off tickets with promo code PRETTY10. Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app and have the code automatically added to your account so you can use it later. Once again, muchísimas gracias to SeatGeek. Okay, Andrea, I'm excited. Which one are you going to go with first?
Okay, in honor of me being dressed as a cat, I have to go with this story first.
This one, okay,
story?
so she kind of gave me a little glimpse because she's like, I just want to make sure you guys haven't said this story. And I don't really remember it, but I remember the overallness of it being
Oh.
scary.
This story, right, it's my own story, and I'm like, I think about it every day. It scared me so bad as a little kid. Like the stories that I'm gonna tell were of me as a little kid when I was
Yeah.
still very like when I was easily influenced and everything scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
But okay, so this was when we were still living in Watsonville.
Okay.
We were living in, I was going to give the full address, but we were living in our last house in Watsonville.
Well, we don't live there anymore, right?
They're gonna go
Row,
knocking at
we
the
just
people.
say row.
Okay, we were
Man.
great.
Okay.
Well, we were living in Row.
Wait, sorry, side note. Did you guys know that house is like an attraction? All right.
Shut up. What do you mean?
Yeah, I've heard people DM me saying like, I went to your old house. Because
Shut
there's people
up.
who, so somebody
the poor
told
people
me,
that live there.
I know they're like, leave our house alone. All right. But I heard that some people will recognize where we used to live, so they'll go there just to see it.
Oh, that's cute.
I did that one time.
I
I went to
did
go
too.
visit. I was just like, oh, it's because we went from literal like childhood to teenager, early adults in that house. I feel like it has a
yeah.
very like, oh my god.
For me, it was my teenage
Teens.
years to adulthood and like
Mm.
Travis and everything.
Yeah, for
Me-
me it was 4th grade to senior year of high school, like when I graduated.
Oh, shit.
And for me, it was middle school to high school. So it was very much like playing outside with Andrea to one day just never playing outside again. And then getting like my first car and going like on YouTube and
his
everything.
and
whole
all the
life.
social media stuff started in that house.
And taking over the whole house
Yeah.
before I moved out. I had like 3 rooms in the house.
Oh,
but
yeah.
that's why I feel like that house has a very like transitional moment.
Yeah,
But anyways,
for all of us. Oh, yeah. Anyway.
go now.
Anyways, so Louie and I used to play outside all the time. And this was when I feel like kids were still like kids and like allowed to play outside, but also like we just wanted to be outside.
Mhm.
And so we would stay out not pretty late, but it was just like I think that this was around like November. Like it was around Halloween time, I want to say, because it would get dark really early.
Mhm.
And my mom was always really good about like she'd open the door every few like minutes to make sure that we were still like there. She'd keep the windows open so she would watch us like playing, but it was dark
Mhm.
outside. And we were playing with all the little neighborhood kids. Specifically, I don't know if I want to name this person. Their name starts with an A and it ends with an O.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
So that was one of our friends that we were playing with. And I think it was just the 3 of us at this point at night.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of cats that lived in our
Always.
neighborhood.
Oh, I remember the
So
cats.
many cats.
My
There
mom
was,
would
like-
feed them, y'all.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like it would literally be like 20 cats would just come out of nowhere and they'd be like prowling the streets looking for like something to eat.
And they would have like babies. So then
And when we were sleeping, we'd hear.
oh yeah.
No, yes, they would always like beat each other up. And
Yeah.
like this was before I have a beautiful Jasper. I have a beautiful
All fucking
I-
friendly ghosts.
I have a beautiful, lovely orange cat named Jasper now. Like I love cats. But when I was little, like we didn't grow up with cats, so I was kind of scared of them. And I like there's not much to the story, but I just want to remember how scary it was to you too. So it's us 3. We're playing outside. It's dark. And cats start coming up to us.
Mhm.
Ew,
And
wait.
we clearly
stop.
heard a cat say hi.
Yeah.
And
Was
like,
it higher hello?
It was
No,
higher hello.
It was
But
one of
it
those
was like
two.
a clear, and I just
Mhm.
remember the 3 of us look at each other, yell, and then
We
run into the house.
And we told my mom right away.
No.
We told my mom
Mommy.
and my dad, and it was the scariest thing ever because it was like clear as day.
Yeah.
A ver cómo le hizo el pinche gato.
And I
Uh-uh.
don't remember.
El gato volador.
Bro. All right, I'm like,
No, like
¿Cómo le
clear as
hizo?
day. Like it was like a little baby voice. Like no, I don't want to.
I know,
Was
I
it
don't wanna
like,
butcher
okay, let
it
me try.
either.
Did it say hi or hello?
I think it was hello.
Yeah.
Was it like, hello?
It was okay.
No.
So it was to the point where us 3 were playing outside because again, this is like a very like fuzzy memory. All I remember her saying earlier was like, "I'm gonna tell the story about the cat talking." And I was like, "Shut up, save it for the podcast," because that's all I remember. And I remember it saying hi or hello.
What the
And I
fuck?
remember the reason it sounds spooky because obviously the cat could have been like or whatever, but the reason it was spooky is because all 3 of us heard it at the exact same time and looked at each other and ran.
What if it was, you know how they purr, they make a lot of noises? What if it was like, wow?
No, like, it definitely.
no, yeah.
Like that's what we're saying, but the fact that it sounded like a clear hello, it wasn't something that like it was like I
'Cause
feel like it
again,
almost sounded like
There
I
was
wanna
like 20 million
Uh-huh.
cats that lived there, and we
Uh-huh.
would see them all the time. They were beating each other up outside of the windows all the time.
So did they just like?
It was
start
like I remember
creeping
it
to y'all?
like creeping up to us.
It
It
was
was
a
a black
one?
cat. Yes,
I was gonna say it was a black
It was
cat.
one black cat like creeping up to us, and we're like, because we like didn't really like cats. We only
Yeah.
had dogs growing up, but we were like, hey,
And there was so many cats in our neighborhood that it was very much just like we didn't pay them any mind. We were just
Yeah.
like, hey, and we've always been dog people. I'm not saying that
Bruh.
cats are less than, but when we see dogs, it's almost like, what is a dog doing out here?
Right.
And when we see cats, because we grew up with seeing so many cats outside, that we were like,
it's right there.
I know. I looked
no,
at it.
no, I've been watching it. No, but I swear it was like a foot away from us. It stops, and then you just hear like the
Like, hello.
and we're like,
But it
Oh.
sounded like
no.
it was a cat, but it was very clear, like if somebody was talking.
Like I
No,
thought
not
somebody.
even like that. It sounded
I
still
fully
more
thought
human.
somebody was messing with us. Like one of our
Yeah.
friends was like hiding somewhere or something, and
That
like
was all me.
I
maybe
know.
I don't know, but it sounded too like it was so
Real.
scary.
Yeah, I remember, and that was it. We never fucking saw the cat
Yeah.
again or heard it talk.
Shut up.
But all three of us were like it was cool, but also like fucking scary because we were like, you guys heard of that? Like it was, and we were telling my mom, and we were just like,
I was so scared of cats after that.
Well, you know how they say that witches turn into like black cats.
But also, I want to say that I think we said that last year.
Be nice
No
to
harm
black
to black cats because
cats.
there's
No,
such a
yeah.
scary like misconception behind black cats
They're
that
cute.
people like. I
Mm.
think every year like the
No,
amount
on
of-
Halloween too. People are
yes,
so
on Halloween.
horrible.
I don't want to say these words because we don't want to get demonetized, but a lot of people will cause harm specifically to black cats on Halloween because they think it's like that's how you. I
They're
don't
so
know.
innocent and precious.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
So it just so happened that it was a black cat, but that doesn't mean that all black cats are. Nah, right?
No.
No, but it's just like people will think like black cats are associated with Halloween or scary stuff, so they'll be like, "Bitch," but leave kitties alone.
Leave them alone. They're nice. Si no te hace nada, déjalos en paz.
Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah,
Damn,
that
that's
story just happened to
creepy.
be
I
a
don't
black
like
cat.
that.
I remember that when I would start hearing cats, like after that for a while, when I would start hearing cats fighting outside my window, I would start crying and I'd go to my mom. Or I'd go to like Louie because I
Aw.
was so scared that like a cat was gonna come and like knock on my window and start talking
Good
to me.
morning.
No, and that's what makes it scary because for a while when we would hear
Mm.
these cats fighting, they would sound like humans.
They would.
Bruh,
I even
yes.
remember that.
And my mom was the one that was like, it's cats. And then sometimes we'd look out the window and see the cats being like, F Rob, get her. But if you guys have heard cats fight, sometimes their screams literally sound like even more human like sometimes. That
or they
like,
sound like crying babies.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
it would sound really scary until my mom was like, it's cats, it's cats. So I feel like we'd be like, yeah, be right.
No, yeah.
But there was, because there was so many cats, we'd hear them fight constantly.
I remember that, but that's really scary, and I'm really glad I didn't experience that.
Yeah.
Oh, that haunted me for so long.
And
I
that's-
was
I
so
wonder
scared
if you
of
guys
cats.
told me about it. You guys probably
Mm,
did,
I don't know.
and I was probably like, "Shut up."
Probably.
I was like,
Oh, yeah.
"Locos."
But I'm glad that you brought that one up because it's such a short, like that's all it is to it, but it's just really creepy to like re-talk about. But I had forgotten about it because it's like that short.
Mhm.
Dumb.
I don't know if you guys remember too really quickly because I think we've talked about it as well. The lechuza by our house.
I hated that
Oh,
story.
the owl?
Yeah.
Yes.
Where people would be like, there's no way there's an owl there because like owls like not get bed with where we live.
In the
But
palm
we
tree.
have
There was
pictures of it.
owls
Yeah.
there just hiding and staring at us.
And
just like-
people would be like, también. They'd be like, esas son de brujas.
Ay.
So actually, a few nights ago, me and Alex were like up watching movies, and we heard like the ooh, ooh. But I thought it was Dante because it
that's so
sounded like a
scary.
baby, and I was like,
That's so scary.
I was just like, what the heck? And I'm like checking, the baby's fine. I'm like, what is that? And we're just kind of like, whatever. We keep watching the movie, and then we hear again like the woo, woo, woo,
Yeah.
and I was like. Alex was like, it's a fucking owl. And I was like, an owl? I was like, I haven't heard an owl since like Watsonville.
Y'all tell me, but
and it made me scared.
I think lechuzas don't make that noise. They make a different kind of noise, but it's not a ooh, 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 ooh. All right. They make a different kind of noise, but I remember my mom even came out and she has pictures of it. Because I remember we were like, Mom, hay un búho. I
My
think that's
mama
what we would call
loved
it.
it.
And she was like, I no see it. Until one time, because it was at the neighbor's house. So one time my mom went, she was like, it was this very beautiful, all white
Mhm.
owl. And it was just one of them.
It just looks
It was
so
a
like,
lechuza.
it just looks so like mysterious
It
and
looks so
ominous.
I remember sometimes when it'd be looking straight down.
No,
at
it
us.
was-
Yes, with its little beak.
As
Just
a
like
little
staring at
kid-
us, just with the big old eyes.
As
Oh,
a
I
little
miss it.
kid, the animals there would just scare me so
Yeah.
bad. 'Cause
They're
they were
scary,
so,
but
like,
now I'm like, it was cute.
no, yeah.
There was a point where we'd just see it like chilling in the palm tree, but then specifically when the sun would go down sooner and my mom would let us still play outside, even though it was technically earlier, but the sun would be gone because of the time change. There would be times where we'd be playing outside and
And
we'd
it'd
just
fly
see
away.
it'd see it swoop really
Yeah.
low and then just go, and it was
Aw.
huge.
It looked like it literally just didn't look real. Like it looked so
Yeah.
majestic.
It was
but,
so
like,
pretty.
It always just reminded me of Harry Potter because that's the only place I'd ever
Yeah.
seen like owls. Then I was like, whoa.
And Harry Potter has a white owl.
Oh, yes, it always reminded me of that one.
Beautiful.
But anyways, do you want to share your other story, Andrea? Which one is
I
it?
do.
A ver.
Okay, so this one, I was also a chamaca. Eh? So things were very scary to me when I was little. I was such a scaredy cat when I was.
You were.
I mean, still now.
Yeah.
She fucking hated the movie.
Oh, Cat in the Hat.
Oh, she
What is up with me
did.
being terrified of
The cat.
cats? I was
Andrea
little,
fucking
and now I
hated Cat
love
in the
them.
Hat.
That movie was the worst thing
Oh,
you could ever do to her.
hell.
My mom would hide it from us because
She's
we
like,
couldn't even. Yeah.
I still don't think I could watch that movie.
Why?
The
It's so
concept is just so
funny.
scary to me. Like
It's just
a
giant
person.
cat.
I'm all a giant cat right
For real. We should have dressed up as Cat in the Hat. Cat in the Hat thing,
Fuck
one thing too.
No, I would not
Damn
come.
it.
I would not come.
Wait, really, Andrea?
She was literally-
so scary.
Where like I would grab the DVD and it'd be like, she'd be like,
Oh no, yeah. It was very much like Pompis con lentes.
Yeah.
It was
No.
funny.
But what story I want to know?
Okay, so this story, I don't know. I think you'll remember. I don't know if you'll remember this, but my mom, she had two. Stop! You scared me. She had two giant ceramic dolls. I think they were ceramic. I don't know. Two giant dolls.
Porcelain.
Whatever dolls. One was Cinderella, and then is it Prince Charming, the husband, or the?
Prince
His
Charming's her
husband,
husband.
Okay, so Prince Charming. It was just two giant dolls. I honestly don't know how it started, but the dolls would just start like moving. Like they would just move from like location to location. Everyone would swear that they wouldn't move them.
Mhm.
And then I think Louie and I were still sharing a room at this point.
Yeah.
But do you remember? I think if I remember clearly, we both one night heard like if something was running around
Yeah.
in the house.
Swear to God.
No, I'm being so
Knock on
dead
wood.
ass. I'm being so, like, and we heard little
Mamones.
patitas. No, dude. We swear, like, I wish I could recreate. Yes,
So-
like little.
So for the longest time, Andrea
Oh.
had this horrifying feeling with this. I don't remember the Prince Charming, but I remember the Cinderella because my mom hid it away from her.
She did.
This
And-
sounds like really familiar.
At
to
one
me,
point,
you
she
guys.
did end up hiding it because I was so terrified.
For the longest time, she would say something like the Cinderella would scare her, que se movía. I remember her literally telling my mom that the head would move or the hands. And I fully was like, BS. Like, I didn't believe it. And I remember it got to the point where like she would look at it and like cry. So my mom ended up hiding it. But I remember her just like talking about this fucking doll for so long. I never like experienced anything with it until one time I don't know if I was, because I would sleep in Andrea's room sometimes because I'd be scared as fuck.
Yeah, his
So
room was low key hella
far.
scary and far
Yeah.
from the rest of the house.
It had like 9 windows and it was facing the backyard, so I'd
Yeah.
get scared and go to Andrea's room. But I remember this one time I actually slept in her room and we both heard like what sounded like something was like walking, running around. And Andrea was like, I just remember her saying something like, "Es la muñeca" or some shit like that. And it scared the fuck out of me. But that was the one and only thing I ever experienced about it. But I fully remember Andrea just being terrified of this doll.
I do remember, but it's
This
so
big-ass
hard for me to
Cinderella.
Dude, I
but
remember
Andrea being scared.
I
of
remember
something.
like exactly what it looks like still, and like my mom tried hiding it in the closet,
Yeah.
and I was like, nah, like it's still like it's still running around, like it's still gonna
it
get
was all me sneaking out.
And so she ended up throwing it like outside in the little like
The
storage
shack.
area, like the shack.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Where like the metal, I don't fucking know. what
Uh-huh.
they
Like our
were.
storage room.
She ended up throwing them there, and then I don't know what happened to them. But like,
Yeah, me
I
either.
Probably
wasn't,
threw him away.
and I would be so scared to go out to the shack whenever they send me there because I was like, it's gonna get me.
And my mom
Uh,
would collect. She's always had a thing for like little Disney dolls.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom
I
collects.
all made her
like-
destroy her.
I
Disney
know.
doll.
I was gonna say because she loved that doll, but it was like this big ass like Cinderella. My mom's always even to this day she collects a lot of like Disney things. But that doll. She had to get rid of it because of Andrea.
Okay, but you
Damn.
know what goes even scarier? I think something was just wrong with me at that time
Aw.
because this is around the same time when I was sleepwalking.
Yes.
And
Remember
that's what
Andrea
makes
would
it scarier.
sleepwalk?
Why don't I remember that either? Where
I don't
was
know if you were
I?
living there. You must
I
have.
had, yeah, because I didn't move out.
I
till,
just don't
like, I
think you
was
gave a
old.
fuck.
No,
Alright.
I was gonna say this
No,
is
I
around
was
the
gonna say I probably just didn't believe y'all. I was just kind of like, I should have.
no, this was around the time that like you weren't really in the picture. It was just me and Andrea like this because we shared a room. We would play
Yeah.
outside. You were very much
Yeah,
like in
yeah,
your
yeah.
teenager
In my
years.
teenager, I would like lock myself in my room.
Yes, and Yoatzi
Mhm.
would be in her room all day. We wouldn't see her at all.
Guys,
Oh,
I would
yeah.
literally go in there, scrapbook, blast music, watch movies,
Uh-huh.
and just like nobody fucking bug me.
The
So it
lights
was
all
very
off.
much
and-
yeah.
Yeah, like rotting in my little cave.
And it was just me and Andrea during this time. But at this time, I already was sleeping in my other room.
Yeah.
So Andrea had her own room.
Okay, so I have like some scary stories with that.
A ver.
That also just like I don't know what was just happening.
See
Okay,
if something unlocks.
I
from
wonder
my
if
brain.
you're gonna remember this, Louie. But so I had started sleepwalking, right? And it was just like I think my parents would just hear me like get up and stuff. Nothing too crazy. But then one night, I remember. So it was my bed in my room, and then we had Louis's futon still there. That's where he would go sleep sometimes when he was scared.
Oh.
And so this night, I fall asleep in my bed. Louis falls asleep in the futon. And then in the morning, we had school that morning. I woke up in Louis's bed all the way across
What
the house
fuck?
in that scary ass room with all the windows tucked in his bed. Like I was tucked in his
Mhm.
bed, like fully like asleep. And I woke up hella confused because I was like, I don't recognize this room. I don't recognize this room. How did I like get myself all the way over here? And then I'm hella tucked in. And I remember getting up and like I woke up because my mom was getting ready for work. And she saw me and she's like, what the fuck? Because I was like, I don't know how I got here. And it was like, so, and Louis doesn't know how the fuck I got there. He all woke up in my room.
No, look,
still.
okay, little insight. So this night, I remember because again, my room was so far and it had so many windows that would lead to like pitch black backyard that I'd get scared. But this night, I remember I walked to Andrea's room, not even that late at night, but Andrea was already asleep. And I basically was like, I'm gonna sleep in here. But she was asleep. So I slept on the
Oh.
floor. All I did was take my blankets. So I slept on the floor and I fall asleep. Because just I was so used to sleeping with Andrea in the same room that like being all over there by myself was like really scary. But basically, I remember waking up in the middle of the night and seeing Andrea's bed empty.
Ew.
Fully
scary.
empty. Like Andrea wasn't there. And I didn't sleepwalk or anything. But I remember seeing Andrea's bed empty. So I was like, why am I sleeping on the floor? So I put myself in Andrea's bed. I was like, you might be right. But I assumed because my thing was I would get scared and go to Andrea's room, but Andrea would get scared and go to my parents' room. Like that was like
The
a
rotation.
thing, the
Yeah.
rotation. So I assumed that Andrea got scared as well, and she was like, "I'm gonna go sleep with my parents," because that was kind of like normal where my Andrea would
yeah.
just go to my parents' room. So when I saw her bed empty, I was like, "Oh, this bitch probably got scared." But because that room where Andrea slept used to be my room as well with her, so I was like, "I'm just gonna sleep in her bed."
Mhm.
But then the next morning, I woke up and mom was like, "Why are you in her bed? And where's Andrea?" Because my mom came to wake us up. Well, wake up Andrea because Andrea's room was right across from my parents.
Yeah.
I was all
And
missing.
she's like, "Onde Andrea?" And I was like, "I thought she was with you guys." She's like, "No." She's like, "And why are you here?" And I was like, "Well, I got scared and she wasn't in her bed, so I slept here."
That's all scary.
So my mom's looking for Andrea, and then she finds Andrea in my room. Which
Ew, but
Andrea,
I hate that because I was horrified of Louis'
yeah.
room.
So it's like you would not think of Andrea being like, "I am
I'm
gonna
gonna go to Louis' room. Fuck
ever.
no. Fuck
So
no. I would
she-
never go sleep over there.
She woke up in my room. And after that incident, she had already been sleepwalking a little bit. But after that incident, my mom decided to put a bell on her door.
No, and on my fucking ankle.
Yeah.
And
Wait,
on my
I
ankle.
remember that.
So that they could hear me if I was leaving the house.
And Andrea for the longest time, Andrea had a bell on her doorknob. It was like this fucking bell that my mom.
That I
Wait,
remember
but
the
I needed-
doorknob.
Yes. Okay. And so this is all happening, right? I'm fucking sleepwalking, like the Cinderella scaring me. And then this was like my final straw where I was like, something's wrong with me. That you guys weren't home. It was just me and my mom. And in that room, like I had no lock. I had no lock yet. I got a lock later because of them, because they were mean to me. And then my parents gave me a lock. I had no lock yet. But I remember it was just me and my mom, and she was cooking, and I clearly heard someone jingle my door.
Ew.
And I had the
bell.
bell so I could hear it loud, and I was like, ugh. I was like, just fucking come in, like whoever wants to come in, just come in. And they didn't come in. And then a few more seconds pass, and I hear it again, and I'm like, what? And like nobody comes in, and so I'm like, my mom probably just wants my like attention or something to like go help her with something. I clear as day I hear my mom's voice, like I hear my mom call me. I hear like Andrea, and I yell at her like get, like I yell at her like all mean, right? All mean. But I yell at her like to be like, what's happening? And then she doesn't say anything to me after, and so I'm annoyed now, and I
You have
get
to
up.
get up.
I get up, I open the door, and she's not there, and I was like, and so I go to the kitchen, and I'm like, ¿Qué pasó? And she's like, huh? And I'm like, you were calling me, like what happened? And she's like, I wasn't calling you, and I was like, you were just
Oh,
at my
no.
I was like, you were
Yeah.
just at my door, and I just heard you yell my name. And she's like, no, I didn't. And I remember that scared her too. I wonder if she still remembers if I would ask her now.
I don't
'Cause, like,
that.
It was at the time that all of those things were happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really scary.
And it was also really scary because so the whole Andrea like sleepwalking wasn't such a like a ay exagerada because my mom used to sleepwalk when she was younger.
I was gonna say my mom used to sleepwalk.
So my mom took it really serious when Andrea was sleepwalking because my mom used to sleepwalk. She said that back in like Mexico, there'd be times where she would wake up like standing like in the kitchen.
Ew.
She didn't tell you.
Oh
this thing?
fuck no!
Oh
Don't,
my God.
No, and I think she didn't because I was so scared when I was sleepwalking. Like I was so scared of myself when I
Oh.
was sleepwalking.
Andrea was very much a miedosa when we were
I
little, so
was.
my parents didn't tell her a lot of
A
things.
lot of things.
And sometimes maybe that's why they were probably like, "Hey," because she was really scared of a lot of things. But like, obviously, hearing that we've all experienced some scary, spooky shit takes it a little more serious. But I want to tell y'all some of like my stories my mom told me about her sleepwalking.
I know.
Sorry, mommy, if you don't want me to tell him the story, but it's in English, so you won't understand. Just kidding, imagine she was on face.
Like, si
No.
te entendí, Luis.
My parents, they hacen. They swear they're like, we don't understand English.
Nah,
but
they
we'll be,
understand.
when we were little, we would have full conversations in English so they wouldn't understand. But now they hella like, because they understand.
No, I watch them. We're like having combos and they're just like,
No, yeah,
It's just funny because they like to swear that they don't. So when somebody needs to talk to somebody in English, they're like, we don't know. I was like, yes, you do. You just don't like to.
they know. And they understand really well.
Yeah. But anyways, so I remember 2 stories that my mom shared with me. So one of them was my mom saying that she was sleepwalking and she just remembers waking up. So they had a couch like this, and she remembers waking up sitting on the top part of
That's
the couch.
right.
So not sitting normally, but
Ew.
up here. And she said that
Yes.
obviously the whole sleepwalking portion of it is fucking scary to her, but then also her being like, why the fuck was I sitting up
That's
there?
disgusting.
And 2, she's like, how is my body still holding me
Ew.
up to not be like, ah?
That's so
And she just said that when she woke up, she was like, and she said it would happen so much to the point where like, obviously she was scared, but she was just like, why? So that was one of them, her saying that she woke up there. Another one, and one of the scariest ones that she said she experienced, was that she woke up with the oven open
No.
and standing right in front of it.
No.
And she does,
Oh,
and
I
she says
remember
that
that
one
one
scares
too.
her because she was like, I don't know why, or I don't know if I
Ew, I
wasn't
hate
trying to
that.
turn it on or anything, but she said she remembers fully like the oven being open and just like standing there. And then another one, the last one I remember is her saying that she woke up right in front of like their little gate to like go out to the street.
Stop running away.
Yeah, she
Well,
said
that's
that
why
one
she put
scared
a
her.
bell on me
Uh-huh.
because she was
She
so
didn't want you to run
scared that I was
away.
gonna run away
Or open the door.
or open the door, and they didn't want to like wake me up,
Mm-hmm.
and so
So my
Oh.
mom's when they found her, she was outside because it's almost like a front instead of like a backyard, you have like a front yard,
Uh-huh.
but that door is hella heavy. So she said she probably tried opening, I don't know, but she just woke up like standing right in front of it.
so scary.
And I was like, damn, that's fucking scary. Like the whole concept of
Ew, sleepwalking,
sleepwalking is
so
very scary. And May just asked us right now because we took a little lunch. He was like, do y'all believe that you shouldn't wake somebody up when they're sleepwalking? And we were all like, yes.
From what I've heard from my experience is that you're not supposed to wake a sleepwalker because their soul is roaming. It's like do you guys remember Insidious? The movie, how they say that we like astral project, we're astral projecting basically our little soul just goes and explores and it's like flying around and it kind of just leaves your body. And then sometimes when your soul leaves your body to go explore and whatever, there's no soul in there. So your body just kind of gets up and starts walking around, aka sleepwalking. And it's kind of just controlling itself. Like there's no human in there controlling
Like there's
it.
no brain to.
Right.
All right.
It's kind of just like motor functioning, not a soul behind
Like
it.
autopilot.
Autopilot. So it's said that if you wake up a sleepwalking person, sometimes their soul might not find its way back.
And it's like a conspiracy or whatever. 'Cause
Yeah.
you put them in shock and they're like, because they're not fully in tune.
I thought it was more so because like you put them in shock or like they can get injured if you wake them up and like scare them.
That too.
That's what I was.
But
thinking.
I've heard that the soul isn't there, mama.
Yeah.
when
So
you're
that's why it's like a
sleepwalking.
shock. Like, don't wake them up because they're not. It's just like,
You're
I
supposed to
don't
like
know.
slowly guide them back into bed.
yeah,
Yeah,
without
yeah.
waking them up.
Without waking them up, it's like, it's okay. And just like guide them and just let them go back to sleep. And when they wake up on their own.
Or if somebody knows the scientific answer proof of what it means to sleepwalk, please hit me up because to this day I don't know what it is, but it sounds so scary. Like the whole idea of somebody's like body just waking up. Because even like Fern talks at night. and
I was
it's
gonna say
scary.
Alex
Oh.
too. Me and
Luck-
Louie talk about this all the
No,
time.
Luckily, Fern doesn't have full on convos, but it's more of like a whine or just
Oh, yeah.
mumbling. Like, or sometimes I feel bad because I feel like he's having a full on nightmare. So I'll
Yes.
just kind of like hug him and stuff. But that whole idea of people who like, I remember one time I was oh my god, I think it was when I was filming Reality House with Kian and JC.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember who, but I think somebody in that little room that we were all in was talking in their sleep, and it scared me.
No, yeah, that's like. I think I just have issues with sleep.
Yeah.
Because I never knew I did this until I started like sharing the bed with someone like sleepovers or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I'll cry in my sleep.
Ew, I'd slap you.
No, I used to wake up. This was when like I was just at my peak of like an anxiety, like things were happening. I would wake up screaming. And like recently I guess I still like will kind of cry, like whine and talk, but it's not as bad as like waking up and like in my cold sweats. But I would also get really
Oh.
bad insomnia. I'd wake up like every 30 minutes and I'd be hella pissed. Or if I did sleep, then it was like I'd wake up in a panic. Yeah, like drenched in sweat to where I thought I'd like piss myself.
Ew.
So bad. I probably got that from my mom from the sounds of it.
The pissing.
Maybe. But Alex.
No, not actually
um,
pissing, but being so sweaty that I thought I did.
Alex has full on conversations in his sleep.
I've
so scary.
experienced it.
No, you guys, I'm so serious. They're so scary. And like I'll
What does he
ask
talk
him about
about?
it's like really random stuff. Like just so random. I'm trying to remember because I tell him every single morning. Like he'll be like, "No, yeah, bro. Like, what were you doing yesterday?" Like full on. I'm not kidding.
Slap
Full on
him.
conversation. No, and I'll show him because it scares me. Because I'm just like, Alex. He's like, and no. And then when I try wake him up, he looks at me like, "What?" I'm like, "Bro, like you weren't just having a conversation with a ghost right now." Like it's so scary. And when I tell him about it in the morning, he just laughs and he's like, "Stop, you're making it up." I'm like, "I'm not." Like, you full on had conversations with I don't know who last night. Yeah, he's scary. And he'll even do like hand movements. Oh, one of the latest ones, I told Louie about it. He was asleep, Andrea. And I was like in my little insomnia era and I was watching a movie or something. And I just see this man with his eyes closed laying down and his hands do this.
Oh,
Then she
no,
starts
he
dancing.
didn't.
Andrea raising hands up high and everything, laying down. And you just see this.
I
would have
broken
side.
up with him.
He sleeps on my right, so I just turn and he's like,
No.
He starts
and I was like,
twerking.
"What the fuck?"
Mariana, por favor.
And I was like, "Alex," and I was like, "You're gonna start." I literally was like, "Dude, like stop! Like you're gonna start." And I was like, "Go to sleep" or whatever the fuck I said. He turns around and he just looks at me like, "Like why the fuck did you just push me?" And I was like, "What are you dreaming about, the club?" And then he's just like, "Dog, let me go to sleep," and he just goes back to sleep. It's so scary.
What would you
That's
do if
hella
one
funny.
day he gets up and you're just watching to see what he does, and then he starts twerking hella good? Would you think he's messing with you, or would you think it's coming from within?
No, I'm sure that's coming from within.
Just like one little leg up.
Did I mess up my nose?
No.
No.
I hella laughed.
Oh, just Alex. And I keep telling him, but we need to get a camera for the room because these moments need to be captured. They are so funny and scary. But
That's one thing I would never do.
put a camera?
Put a camera
I'd be
in my
so
bedroom.
scared to
It's because
see
he doesn't
myself
believe
sleep.
me.
I'm just so scared of like seeing some, or even if I'm just like moving or say I like get up and scratch myself or something, I feel like that would be the last straw for me. Because I have cameras all over my house, but I won't even watch my cameras when I come home drunk. Because there's been times where I'm like, how the fuck did I get in? But I will not watch it because even when you have a little liqueur in you, they say like you're obviously not sometimes fully conscious of like how you're walking or whatever.
Yeah.
So then I was like, I don't want to see myself. Like, how did I open the door and got in? Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just don't
yeah.
want to. So I'm the same way where I'm just like, I wouldn't want to watch myself sleeping because I'm not fully like, I don't know. that'd be
I'd
so
only
That'd
want to
scare
watch
me.
just for Alex because they're hilarious, you guys. And I
Yeah.
feel like it needs to be shared with the world.
Or the ones of Travis.
Travis.
She's showing up with Travis just like getting up.
Do
He just
not show
gets
me
up
that.
and he just like stares.
Yeah, with his eyes open.
And he'll like rub his little eyes and,
And then
he's
like,
he goes, and then he just goes
like,
back to
bitch,
sleep like
fuck
nothing.
I used to do that, no, when I was little.
I don't know.
That I would like sit up all
And
crazy.
he'd be like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when she would wake
and
up.
she'd be
Like Andrea reached like, well, I'm up. I was like, bitch.
no,
6
her eyes
a.m..
would be super closed and then you just see
You'd barely tap on her. She's fully like,
I'd wake up scared.
oh my god, it's down my throat. Like,
the other story that I wanted to share with y'all, I don't know if you remember this. In that same house, row.
What the fuck was wrong with Ro?
Andrea,
All
all the
of them.
houses. All the houses, my love. But in that one, I don't know if you guys remember.
all right,
Wow.
we're like, All right. I'm like, if I'm drunk, so are you. All right.
I'll be right.
And, oh, she's hungover.
Anyway.
Okay, in the house of Ro.
You know how we had that other door that would lead to the hallway?
Yes.
Oh
all
yeah,
random.
All
random.
random. That random. Now that I think about it, that was a random ass stupid door.
It was
I
cool
feel
though.
like
Kept the
the
privacy.
house. I feel like the house Loki ended there, and then they added.
Be all the rooms. So what was it before?
What if it was a studio? I don't know.
Yeah.
No, it was a whole ass house. I don't know. But anyway, as soon as we opened that little door that would lead to a hallway, there was our bathroom, and right next to the bathroom was El Sagrado Corazón. Do you guys remember El Sagrado
I low-key
Corazón?
remember
the famous
this.
painting.
It was
My parents still have
a
it.
picture of
I
of
remember this.
Jesus. For whatever reason, it would always fall.
Oh yeah.
Or it would be like, it would just flip and fall upside down.
It would almost
would
like if it
fall.
would fall and then it would turn. And my parents hated that.
It happened. Wow, why are you looking at me like that? We're all scared.
No, yeah.
But it would always fall. And my mom would be like, dude, why out of everything in the house, why is this the only thing that keeps falling?
And they used to have a little glass cover and it broke.
the glass cover broke. So my mom had to take off the cover or the glass. She still left it in the frame. The picture was still unharmed. And she just kept putting it back up. But it just always kept falling.
Yeah.
What happened to it?
We still have it.
She still has
Yeah.
it. It's upstairs.
They have it upstairs now. It's not hung. They have it like kind of.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Next to Jasper's little cafe.
Yeah.
But low key, like aside from like the glass breaking, my mom was just like, it always falls, but it still looks perfect condition. Because
She's like, I'm gonna keep putting it up.
the
I don't
actual
care.
image never got ruined, or the little gold frame that it had never got ruined.
It just like kept falling over and over, and I feel like we always try to like come up with explanations, like, was there a fucking earthquake or something? But no, everything in the house was fine. It was always just that painting that would always fall.
Oh, we
Could
had
have been
paintings
like a
everywhere.
loose, like it could have been. You know how you hang the little paintings, and there's
Yeah.
like a little metal piece that you hang it on.
I'm gonna give that one the benefit of the doubt.
That could have just been
Alright.
loose.
You think so? But I know my dad would put it in like different spots too. Like say there
Well,
was
that's why-
a little hole, he would pin it higher or maybe to the left or just like
Or
move
That's why
it.
it
let's
could've
give it
been
the
the
benefit of
actual
doubt.
thing.
And what if it was that wall was just drywall? So it was weak. Alright.
No, I'm telling you, like when you hang up a painting, you know how there's like a little metal triangle
Yeah, in
thing?
the back.
Like the back of that could have just been messed up.
I feel like my dad would have been like, oh, it's this. Let's not hang it up anymore.
Or maybe another conspiracy. That fucking door, because it was like it led to a hallway. There was a lot of wind.
But our
So what if
house,
that door? Because that door would always shut hard. So what if the painting was like
but that house was
That's
also
a little more
so-
believable.
That house was also so fucked up. Remember that the backyard was like we were over a fucking tectonic plate or something.
I think
Yes,
we
it
were
was
in that
splitting
house.
in half.
The ground was lifting like crazy, like
Yeah,
2
the back.
feet.
Because we used to have a trampoline there.
Yes, the ground rose like 2 feet on one side of the house, and then the other side was like sinking.
You
'Cause
know
your
what
room was
happened?
sinking.
My room, do you guys
So it
remember?
could've been
Yes,
that.
Louis' room was
My
sinking
room,
and it
you
was
guys,
splitting in half.
It was like going down. So if you would put a marble, it would go.
And there was like an opening now where bugs, like little
Oh,
bugs, were getting in
yes.
because
Those
it was
fucking
separating
spiders.
from
and
the
the
floor.
water would come in
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
You
could've
know
been
what
that.
happened? It's because that house was old and it was built under like it just wasn't built under a good foundation. So all the roots from the trees around us were
Moving
lifting
it.
the house. They were
Mm.
lifting the house, and the pipes were so messed
yeah.
up. Our toilets wouldn't flush because there was a root problem.
yeah.
Roots coming out of the
Literally a
freaking
tree.
toilet,
The
you
toilet,
guys.
I forgot
Like the
about that
pipes were
one.
in full of fucking roots, and a plumber would have to come all the time, and he would tell my mom like, I'm telling you over and over, this problem is not going to stop until you guys repipe the whole house.
And the owner was like, "You do it."
Yeah, because repiping a house is like over $30,000, you guys. So that's why they were like, we're not doing that shit. And yeah,
So
it's just an
The owner
old
was
house.
like, "Still fleshing, right?" We're like, "Yeah." She's like,
Barely.
"You do it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
And that's where my fear of what comes out of the toilet started. Because
because
there was
I
a
always check
whole-
the toilet
Yeah, me
before.
too. It's because there was a whole fucking plant coming out of the
Literally
toilet hole.
a tree coming
And I was
out.
like, what is that?
The little tree was like,
I
hello.
know.
Tickling
Ew, you're fucking bugs. I feel like poo.
you. Ew.
Oh, my foot fell asleep. But Andrea, I know you had another like famous Reddit story you wanted to
Oh.
share.
Oh my god, I hate
I
Reddit
do.
stories. They're so
Okay.
creepy.
Get prepared because this one
Andrea,
it's very
I wanna
no,
do this.
it's very very short, but it actually like scared the shit
Is
out
it
of
gonna
me.
give me nightmares because I sleep alone?
Alex is right
I
there.
know, Alex and your whole
I
kids.
know I do. He leaves me every morning at like 3 a.m.
Where
He's
does he go?
gone
Hey, where you going, man?
with his other wife.
At his other mother.
Other mother. No, seriously, I wake up at like
Where does he go?
3:30, 4. He goes to the gym.
Yeah.
I wake up in the middle of the night. He's not there.
And he's sending me TikToks at 5 a.m.
I
I'm
know,
like, man.
same.
And I'm like, what?
So I'm scared. He
No,
always
I
leaves
think-
me.
One of you is scared of the ocean, Louis.
Me.
You can't leave, Alex.
So maybe this is gonna disgust you. Okay. No,
Okay.
it's not that scary. It's just like
Discuss
gross.
me or Yoatzi?
It's gonna scare Louis, I think. Okay.
I'm already not getting in the water anyways. Hey.
I don't know how to say this Reddit name. I'm
You
gonna
have to say
spell
the
it.
name. You could just say the title.
So the thing is called "What is the creepiest real life story you know that still sends chills down your spine?" And then I think it's ask, eat,
Man,
my
all
Peter.
these noises.
I'm trying my best
A, E,
to pronounce
O, O.
this person to give them credit. They posted this a month ago. All right, so I'm gonna tell the story. Okay, listen
Okay.
up. I was about 7 or 8 years old and went with my family to this man-made lake, Family Park Place in South Georgia. Basically, a big dugout pond that the owner put a bunch of beach sand and palm trees around and charged admission for people to come, park their cars, grill, and swim for the day. Also had a big unsafe as hell water slide that the kids got hurt on. So, where my family would park was in front of this little island that was a clump of sand about 30 yards off the shoreline. I was not the best swimmer, but the depth was just above my head, so I could bob up and down and bounce out to this island.
Big.
Bouncing out to that little island one day, we were there. My foot came down onto what felt like a face. Felt what was a
Ew.
nose on my toe.
Ew, what the heck?
The thing I remember is the feeling of hair flowing between my toes. That feeling of fine hair waving in the water. I freaked out and for the longest time just sat on the shore. Was a little kid and did not think anything about it. I can still remember the scared parents going around yelling this kid's name, asking if anyone had seen this little boy.
Hell no.
They pulled his body from under the water right in front of that island. I'm 47 now and can still remember the feeling of that hair between my toes.
So it really was the kid.
He
Oh.
died.
But isn't that so, like, horrifying?
That's disgusting.
That's sad. That's not horrifying. It's sad.
No, it is sad. And it's also, like, that poor person, whoever this happened to. Like,
Because they were probably just like, oh, it feels like something. Or like
and they,
maybe
were,
they
they
thought it
didn't
was
think
seaweed.
They were a little
or-
kid. They were a little kid. They didn't think anything of it. They're just in the
Ooh,
lake.
yeah.
And then the little boy.
You were like,
That's why I highly suggest if you guys are big water people and you like going to water parks, beaches,
Life jackets.
everything a la verga. Nah, fuck that. Take your kids to learn how to fucking swim.
Oh yeah, that
And
too.
like swim really good and be able to like float or just because fucking water terrifies me, especially when you have kids. That shit's
yeah,
so scary.
water's scary.
Water's so scary.
Oh, I have another one. A
Oh,
really
shit.
short
Okay.
one.
Okay.
Second one.
Okay. Chingada madre,
This one's also for Louie.
She's just trying to scare you.
Well, luckily, all right.
It's because Louie doesn't like water. So.
Well, luckily,
Alright.
I'm only scared of deep ocean. So I
Lake
feel like
can be
a
very
little lake.
deep though.
No, yeah, but I'm saying like my fear is like different.
That's kind of sickening though that somebody had that much money to make a fucking man-made lake or a man-made beach. That's crazy.
Okay, say it.
Okay.
All right.
This is Dr.
As
Dr.
Doc
Seuss.
McSmuffin.
Dr. Mazzaro. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right.
Bitch, that's
Sorry.
my doctor.
Where we found him on ZocDoc.
I was gonna say we cut to a ZocDoc ad.
That's where we
This
found
episode.
him.
Okay.
Okay.
Dr. Zaro.
Mazzaro. There was this guy who kept noticing little things around his apartment fell off. But one night, he set up a hidden camera just to prove to himself he wasn't going crazy. When he checked the footage the next day, he saw this woman, an actual stranger, crawling out of a crawl space in his ceiling in the middle of the night.
Ew.
She'd been living up there for months, sneaking down when he was asleep or at work to eat and use his stuff.
A
That's it.
Frogger.
I was gonna say a Frogger.
Fuck that shit.
That's a movie,
so-
right?
Yeah.
Wait, it's a movie?
Frogger. You guys should definitely watch it. The movie Frogger opened up a whole new fear for me.
It's fucking people who just basically do that. They live in people's basements, like where
Houses.
houses where
We
they
kind of
know
talked about it a little bit.
where they know that people don't check, and they will literally live there for so long, and they can get away with it because they're so careful.
Or some people fully do it as like a challenge.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
like
how long
people-
can we be here
Without getting
until-
caught.
Before getting caught.
That's
Like
so
that's real. Oh my god, knock on wood.
scary.
That one is really scary.
I would put like a lock and chain if I had a crawl space.
I have a fucking crawl space
I would
attic
put a
in my
lock and
house.
So whoever wants to go.
No, and me and Alex, actually, I keep telling him maybe for Halloween, but I want us to do a video of us walking up there.
Oh,
and
hell
no. Look.
Look.
But I would do it during the daytime. I wouldn't do it
no.
at nighttime.
Look, one of my biggest fears that's embedded into my brain, it's this one specifically, nothing and nothing else but this. All right. That scene in Paranormal Activity where they go
Don't
up
tell me
there.
I'm not going to want to go in my crawl space.
Okay, this is gonna make you not want to go. My biggest fear is somebody in that movie, The Paranormal, I think is the first one. They go up there just to be like, oh, look, we have an attic or whatever. And they find a picture of themselves when they were little
Oh,
with
yeah.
her sister. And
That's
that,
fucking
I'm just like,
scary.
imagine like, okay, let's put it into perspective. Imagine you bought that house and then you and Alex go film that video and you find a picture of us three being little up there. Like, you're like, one, why
Alex
the
is gonna do it now.
Eh, don't do that shit.
You find one of Ella going,
Oh, you're fucking. He
But-
scared the shit out of me.
But when I bought my house, the inspector was like, "Hey, your attic place is like pretty big. You can actually stand up in there."
bitch. So anybody who wants to go.
No,
Y'all
and
giving
I don't
my
know if you guys have seen in the
due.
front of my house. There's a little window.
Yeah.
Fuck
So
no.
there's a window. It's like a little room. So me and Alex wanted to make it like a little sex room.
Like a suite.
Oh,
Fuck.
her
No.
BDS done.
I
We
know.
wanted to do like a clubhouse for the kids, make it all cute and fun.
Oh, fuck no.
She's like,
What
Mama,
little
what's
kid?
the swing?
No.
She's like a little. Oh, hell no. I would never go up there if my parents
Me
did
neither.
that.
If you
No?
make one, I'm never going up there.
Now I want to go even more.
Well, fun fact, my attic is so fucking tiny and there's a fire that burns up there every 5 seconds, so don't go in there.
Wait, what?
Was because she's saying hers is all big, so if anybody wants to go.
I have cameras up there.
Mine's tiny, so don't go in there. All right. That's scary. If I was Travis, I would not go play up there. Fucking clubhouse.
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Do you guys
No.
do you guys remember that one like family friend that's room was in the attic?
Yes.
It
Their
was
name
cool.
ends with A.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That they had a whole room made up there.
So right now that Andrea said that, I mean Yoatzi said that, it reminded me of one of our family friends. So they went up to their attic, I guess same thing. They were just like, what the fuck's up here? And they noticed that there was so much room.
Mm-hmm.
So they turned it into a whole bedroom. And I remember we went to go visit and they're like, y'all want to go to my room? We're like, where's your room? Because we specifically remember the house only having 2 bedrooms.
Uh-huh.
and she opens her parents' closet. And behind the clothes, it's very cool. Like as a kid, you're just like, wow, this is so cool. It's
That's
giving like
fucking
Narnia.
cool.
She opens her parents' room because there was no space anywhere else in the house. She opens her closet, I mean, and then she moves the clothes, and then it's just a staircase that leads up to the attic.
You're lying.
And she made that. You never went up there?
No, I never got to see
Me and
it.
Andrea went,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
She
yeah.
made the whole,
It was
her
pretty-
parents.
Pretty fucking cool.
It was pretty cool. Her parents, her parents made the whole floor her bedroom. It was a little weird to like get up there, but
She was little. We were little.
we were
so,
little. But I was just like, wow, like one, like to have that
Like it,
cool
so
privacy.
you would go up those little stairs and it was a whole bedroom up there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
So
the heck?
you could only stand up straight right at the tip of the corner, like where the house has the tip. But everywhere else, you'd have to like scrouch over. But that little thing that you said, that's almost like a window or a vent in yours, they
Uh-huh.
turned it into a full actual window. So they did like a cutout. But in there, she had her bed, she had her furniture, and it just kind of gave like
books.
clubhouse.
It was very
vibes.
cozy.
That's what I mean. I'm trying to do for the kids. Like Clubhouse, like fun with
Hey.
lights.
And we're like,
I would
know.
completely remodel it, make it really fun.
Yeah, it
have
was
to
cool
have-
because it's just like empty space up there, and her parents, because she was like our age, well, my age, she was getting a little older where she wanted to have her own room,
Mhm.
so they rebuilt that whole thing for her, and I was like, wow, it's pretty cool.
That's freaking cool.
Imagine one night she's
I
like,
feel,
and she's out there sleeping.
I feel like as a kid, I would have loved that. Like have
Yeah.
a secret room.
As a kid, that's sickening, but imagine if one day she has a boy over,
Trying
trying to get up there.
It's like, come to my room.
I know, but yeah, it was really cool, and then maybe you could definitely utilize that space. Or what if you make it a winery?
Ah,
a wine cellar.
but
A
I
wine
first have to
cellar.
not be afraid to go up there.
Well, hers, I will admit, like when they first went up there, it was probably fucking terrifying. But after they redid it, like the walls were painted,
And she had
there was
hella
carpet,
sunshine.
there was all this sunshine and everything. I was
Hella
like, man, that's pretty
lights.
cool.
No, yeah, like it wasn't like it wasn't like dark and like
No.
grungy. It was
It was cute, and then like the whole as like a child, right? The whole idea of like moving your parents' clothes and going up there was like
That's fucking cool.
wow.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so maybe you should film our podcast up there.
It's our new podcast studio.
I know, it's hella fucking hot. All right, woo.
Do you guys remember that one alien movie where like little alien lived up there, like little green aliens?
E.T.?
No,
All right.
it was like a bunch of little green mean aliens with like little space guns.
Toy Story.
That was a real life experience. I imagine just to her. They like abducted
No.
her.
I need to look it up.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
Yeah, I
they
don't remember that.
they lived in the attic.
No, bitch, I don't
Alien
remember.
in the attic. Is that the movie? name?
If y'all remember.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I'm talking about?
aliens in the attic.
What?
Yes.
And it was like a blonde hair boy.
Gremlins?
Yes. No.
No, aliens in the attic. eh?
Watch. I remember. Yes, I think that's literally what it was called. Aliens. Yeah, in the
I
attic.
told you.
I better show me the thumbnail. Ew. I
You don't remember that?
Oh,
Yes,
wait.
this one,
Yes,
mira.
you do.
This one.
That one was cute.
But I
I'm
think
gonna
that also
watch
Ashley
scared me of
Tisdale was
addicts.
in that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch that one.
How cute.
Yeah.
Damn,
That also
how'd you
scared-
remember that?
I
Well,
know.
because that's another
Scared
reason I
me.
was scared of addicts when I was little. I was a scaredy cat.
That
Yes,
one
you
was
were.
scary. I
The
do remember. Oh well, this was a cute episode, but also
I
very
love.
spooky, and it definitely unlocked some. By the way, I'm sitting. Coraline's like, what?
Coraline Jones and me with my broken leg. I'm like,
That unlocked some really cool stories that I didn't remember.
yeah.
But thank you, Andrea, for sharing this. And we were just telling Andrea when we took a little break right now that we love her storytelling. Like it was
Yes.
soothing and it just flows very nicely.
Like when I read.
I've never
yeah,
heard you read.
it sounded like when you read. I love that. You know what? Maybe we should have her come back for like Christmas, and maybe you could tell us like cute Christmas stories.
No, you know what's
about
funny?
like love and romance.
What if that's just how everybody actually reads?
And
It's
we're
'cause
just stupid.
Yoatzi and I did our last episode was reading Reddit stories, and we couldn't. We'd be like, what?
Nah, Andrea, please watch the episode because Louie, we could not fucking read a story without cracking up or making a joke.
Yeah.
Okay,
it
but
was
not because you're
bad.
like, not because you.
No, I literally couldn't read it.
Oh, and that's
Like one, we were joking about it, but two, I was just like, what? Like I couldn't
since
read
you guys
it.
don't read off.
I do read. I'm not that bad like Louie.
I read bitches. I literally don't read or write. I don't care. All right. No, it's just
He
I.
forgot how to write.
I'm
The
like,
other-
you write captions for.
I know,
Instagram
but that's on my phone. But like, if I hold a pen, the last time I hold a pen, I was like, wow, I haven't held a pen in a long time.
That's so
Dumbass.
in the new world. I'm living in the future.
We all
Nobody
forgot his
has pens
handwriting.
anymore. He's like, how do you do that again?
Yeah.
so
Sometimes
wild.
I don't even type. I'm just like, I tell my phone what to type.
No.
Ay, mamón.
Yeah.
Por favor. You're
I'll
going to
be
forget
like-
how to spell.
I already
you-
did.
Does that happen to you? No, I was going to say, like, when you when you have tried writing, you forget how to spell.
That was even before I
No.
stopped writing.
Ugh.
I just don't know how to spell.
Anyway, y'all, thank you, Sissy, so much for coming on this episode.
Thanks for having
We love having you on.
Love
This
This was
having
really
you.
fun.
Yay!
Thanks for coming
Had a
on
good time.
again. And thank you guys for tuning in to another episode. If you have any explanations to any of the paranormal stuff that we explained, especially the cat talking, hit me up. Because
Yes, please.
that was scary.
They're
But
like, you're just little kids. That
I know.
With a wild
Imagine
imagination.
things.
They're like, you guys didn't know cats talk. Alright.
They do talk.
No, because I have seen that cats talk.
I have seen TikToks.
So maybe that cat was just trained by Coraline. All right.
Coraline.
Oh my God, my fucking bobby pin.
Anyway, guys,
Um,
thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on.
Thanks
the
for
next
having
one.
me.
Wait,
Just
before
kidding.
we end it,
Wow, what happened?
why is there an actual hairpin in this wig? No, that's
It was used
scary.
before.
No, but it
Mama.
was like fully like sealed.
Well, maybe they just left it there for whoever wanted
What
it.
fucking costume comes with
Mama.
bobby pins?
Yeah, that's kind of weird. That's kind of gross.
Because it was fully sealed.
But you know, you have a pin, right?
on the other side.
Yeah, you have a pin.
Look, it's on this side. Why
Oh,
the
unless the pin came off of that.
and it's all the way over here.
Oh, it was on that side?
Yes. Well, right now I
I
was like
think
playing
it's
with my head.
used.
I don't
Ew,
know.
maybe it's a used costume, y'all.
I think it's used. People do that all the time.
No, it was sealed. I ripped the bag.
But that's how it is. Like when you return something on Amazon, they just fucking repackage that shit.
Okay,
The
well, that's
world
really
may never
gross.
know, but that was scary. It's a full bobby pin. I was the other me in the other world. So. But thank you guys. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye.